Guys, Mohammed Kudus is becoming very popular in the transfer market. A lot of clubs are interested in Mohammed Kudus. I'm here to give you all the latest updates that has to do with the transfer of Mohammed Kudus to some big name clubs. You're also going to talk about West Ham speaking to Mohammed Kudus replacements. Already, West Ham are preparing for the departure of Kudus, and I'm here to tell you who that player is and also his statistics as compared to Mohammed Kudus. We are going to talk about David Odro and his situation at Barcelona amongst many others. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You are watching SportsCornerGH. Quickly, let's jump into it. Let's begin with Mohammed Kudus' replacement. As I'm speaking to you now, West Ham are in talks with Bournemouth's Marcus Tavernier. They see him as a possible replacement for Mohammed Kudus. Now, Mohammed Kudus is attracting interest from a lot of clubs in the EPL and also outside England. But they don't want to lose the player without replacing him adequately next season for Graham Potter. Now, the player they have identified, this is his statistics as compared to Mohammed Kudus, and you can see that on your screen in the just ended season. Mohammed Kudus played 32 games. And also, the player played 29 games. Mohammed Kudus scored 5 goals. The player scored 3 goals. Kudus gave 3 assists. Marcus Taverna gave 5 assists. Big chances created. Mohammed Kudus 4, Marcus 9. Forward passes. Mohammed Kudus 90, Marcus 265. This is statistics comparing Mohammed Kudus and also the player that's going to replace him at West Ham. What do you think about this? Let me know your answers down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from this and talk about the transfers. There are different reports concerning Mohammed Kudus in the span of 24 hours. And I'm going to try my best to bring you all that alive here. The first one has to do with Manchester United. Now, according to report, what we heard was that Ruben Amorim spoke to Mohammed Kudus concerning a project at Manchester United. Kudus was excited about the project. So Manchester United then went further and spoke to West Ham concerning a swap deal. Now, that proposal was rejected because the swap deal involved Jadon Sancho, who went on loan at Chelsea and has returned back to Manchester United. Now, Ruben Amorim says that Jadon Sancho is not part of his plan. And then they wanted to use Sancho in a swap deal for Mohammed Kudus. But West Ham rejected the proposal because Sancho is also not in the plans of Graham Potter. They want cash. They want money to sign players that are going to fit in Graham Potter's system, not Sancho. So because of that, that swap deal was cancelled, it was rejected, and the talks collapsed. So Mohammed Kudus to Manchester United and Sancho to West Ham is no more. The talks have collapsed. So guys, that is the first transfer update that has to do with Mohammed Kudus. Second transfer update has to do with Mohammed Kudus to Newcastle United. Now, Newcastle United's top player for their right forward position is Bryan Mbeumo, but this player has decided to go to Manchester United. Second on that list is Mohammed Kudus. So Newcastle thought it right that if they cannot get Bryan Mbeumo, what we do? We go to our second option, that is Mohammed Kudus. Now, Newcastle feel that they can match the asking price of West Ham, which is between 65 million euros to 70 million euros. They are willing to match that. But let's not forget, Kudus also has a release clause of 85 million euros that is applicable to EPL clubs for the first 10 days in June. So guys, this is the situation with Mohammed Kudus. Newcastle are heavily interested looking at the situation because West Ham have placed Kudus on the market. They want cash to fund other transfers. So guys, that has to do with the second transfer update concerning Mohammed Kudus. Now let's move away from that and talk about the third transfer update concerning Mohammed Kudus. Chelsea are interested in Mohammed Kudus. Let's not forget, before Kudus joined West Ham, it was Chelsea that was strong team or strong suitors to sign Mohammed Kudus. But they did not sign Kudus, but they signed Koba. Now, what we hear is that Chelsea are back in the fold to sign Mohammed Kudus. The reason is very simple. Chelsea have also placed Noni Madueke on the market, and they want a player who can also come in and play in that right forward role, that attacking role at the right-hand side for Chelsea. And they have identified Mohammed Kudus as that guy. So if they are able to sell Noni Madueke, Kudus is the next in line. Noni Madueke has not really, improved his game at Chelsea. So currently, Chelsea are also interested in Mohammed Kudus. And guys, these are the updates that has to do with Mohammed Kudus. I hope I did well to bring you all that so that you understand the situation and why Mohammed Kudus currently is the hottest player in the transfer market. Look, we have all said his season did not go well in the just ended EPL season. 5 goals. A lot of people were like, it's too small. He did not score a lot of goals. He was a flop. He's this, is that. But look at the teams interested in him. The teams are not looking at what he did last season. Everybody understands that West Ham as a team did not just perform very well, but they are looking at the potential because Kudus, without scoring goals, look at his impact in games. Look at the way he carries ball. Look at the way he impacts games for West Ham. It is just so right that all these teams are interested in him. I just want to hear a very simple thing. Here we go. Kudus is going to this club. Simple. The whole thing of rumor here, rumor there, rumor here is good to bring it to you. But sometimes it becomes too much. All we want to hear is a here we go. Kudus to this club, Kudus to that club, Kudus to this club. Then we can now rest and start buying new jerseys because of Mohammed Kudus. But then, guys, this is the update with the player. Let me know what you think about it down below in the comments. And which club should Mohammed Kudus sign for? Manchester United, Chelsea, or Newcastle United? Let me know your answers down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from that and talk about other updates that has to do with Ghanaian players. And I'm talking about this player called David Odro. Now, David Odro currently is with Barcelona. He plays with Barca Athletic. And this player, unlike Aziz Issa, gets some game minutes. He's just 18 years of age. And according to reports, which I'm going to read very quickly, it states that David Odro will likely stay at Barcelona next season unless the club receives an attractive offer during the summer. The 18-year-old has rejected offers from the MLS and also several European clubs that did not meet his expectation. So guys, currently, this is the situation with the player. Others were asking for this player when I talked about Aziz Issa leaving Barca Athletic. For David Odro, he wants to stay. Barca wants to stay, but Barca will sell him if an offer comes, a very lucrative offer comes for the player. Barca are willing to let him go. But the player has also rejected offers for MLS clubs and also several European clubs because the proposal and their project did not meet his expectation. And guys, this is the update with David Odro. We'll make sure to follow up on him and bring you more of the updates concerning David Odro live here on SportsCornerGH. Now, moving away from David Odro, let's talk about Koba. Koba plays in the championship with Watford. In the just ended season in the championship, he scored 4 goals and gave 3 assists in 27 games in the championship for Watford. And because of this, he has fallen on the radar of Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace are really interested in the player and they are willing to invest 8 million euros to sign the player. If you go to transfermarkets.com, the player is worth 2.5 million euros. But Crystal Palace want to invest 8 million euros in the player. Now, this player is good because he plays in all positions up front. He can play as a center forward, left winger, and right winger. And this player is a very, very good player. Koba, he plays in the championship. And don't be surprised if you see him in the EPL with Crystal Palace because we all know Crystal Palace might end up losing Mateta. So they want to replace him adequately. Now, this same Koba has also said that, see, he does not mind playing for Ghana. Now, let me give you a backstory concerning Koba. Koba was born in Stuttgart in Germany. He stayed there for about a year or 2 and then came to Ghana, stayed in Ghana for some time and then left Ghana to England. So growing up, he spent most of his time in England. So as I'm speaking to you now, the player is eligible to play for 3 countries, England, Germany, and Ghana. And he says that, see, recently, he has not really decided on which country he wants to play for because he can switch nationality and play for all these countries. But he does not mind playing for all these countries. But then, Koba, I have something to tell you. England will that your position you are playing in EP before you go enter. Go and ask Hudson or go and ask Edin Kitia. It will be hard for you to enter. For Germany, same story. So coming to Ghana as early as possible is good because currently you are young, 23 years of age. You are very young. If you go to Crystal Palace, it increases your CV. It makes your CV rich because you're about Watford. Why are they? You have gone to Crystal Palace. It's good. So if I were the player, I'll make my decision very, very quick. Your decision shouldn't even waste time. It should be very, very, very quick. Kojopa, your decision should be very, very quick when it comes to which country you want to represent. But currently, Crystal Palace are interested in the player, and this is coming from African Foot. Let me know what you think about this down below in the comments. Now, my last update has to do with the Ghana Football Awards concerning the Footballer of the Year, the male Footballer of the Year, sorry. Now we have Antoine Semenyo, who plays for Bournemouth, Thomas Partey for Arsenal, and also Inaki Williams for Athletic Club. And I'm here to give you statistics that are going to help you form your own decision. And now with Semenyo this season across all competition, he has played 42 games, scored 13 goals, given 7 assists, and has accumulated 3,562 game minutes. Thomas Partey has played 52 games this season, has scored 4 goals, given 3 assists, and has accumulated 3,946 game minutes. Inaki Williams has played 50 games this season, has scored 11 goals, has given 9 assists, and has accumulated 3,848 game minutes. So guys, looking at these statistics, it should tell you how good these players were for their club side in the just ended season. For Antoine Semenyo, he's lacking in the game minutes department because he did not play in Europe. For Partey and Inaki, they both played in Europe. Partey played in the UCL, Inaki played in Europa. So it makes sense why they have more game minutes, more than Antoine Semenyo. But Semenyo, regardless, has proven that what he did last season, not just the ended one last season, he has improved on it. Because last season he scored 8 goals, this season he's scoring 13. That is an improvement. Thomas Partey has also shown us that, see, he can stay fit and play a lot of games for Arsenal and can impact games for Arsenal. So for me, I'm happy for what Thomas Partey did with Arsenal. But for Inaki Williams, he did not just perform very well, he also gave Athletic Club the opportunity to play in the UCL next season. They have really, really improved in the last 3 seasons. So guys, let me know what you think about this down below in the comments, and let me know who you think is going to win the Ghana Footballer of the Year. Let me know what you think about this down below in the comments. I don't know who I'm going to select. I think they all deserve it, but then let me know who you think is going to win down below in the comments. This is where I'm going to end it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, you go vibe.